Meanwhile, a shantytown in Abaco is seeing a resurgence, and while efforts are being made to eradicate the makeshift communities, Cleopatra Murphy tells us officials are hitting a few roadblocks of their own.
Minister of Public Works, the Honorable Desmond Bannister, says government's hands are tied as it moves to rid the country of shantytowns, particularly with the resurgence of the farm on Abaco, where he says officials are aware that new structures have been going up. Bannister says the government had provided funding to clear 4 of the Abaco shanties, but was only successful in clearing 3 of them, Sandbank, Pigeon Pea, and the Mud, while the farm remained standing as people still lived there.
And all of you are familiar with the court orders that prohibited us from doing certain things where there were people living there. And so there was some legal gymnastics that were required, maneuvers were required by the Attorney General's office and other agencies of the government before we could clear that down. Now, it's very sensitive, it's a huge challenge because until such time as those court orders are in place, the Ministry of Public Works essentially has our hands tied with respect to that area.
For some shantytown dwellers moving to reconstruct their homes on Abaco, Bannister says his ministry is still making an effort to clear those communities and has sent officers from his ministry to address it.
The law requires that we follow a particular process. And so we have to, the first step in that process is to put notices on the buildings. After we follow that step, then there's another step for us to follow. And you will recall that when the government did not follow these steps was where the court intervened. So we have to strictly follow the steps that the law requires. We have to ensure that we are ourselves are law-abiding, even though the persons who put the shantytown buildings are not.
Bannister says the problem he has is that countrywide illegal migrants are getting the resources to put up the structures.
Who is employing undocumented aliens throughout the country where they get resources that they can have these buildings put up throughout the country. And it's not just Abaco. It's happening in a lot of islands and it's been happening in New Providence. And we as Bahamians, as we look forward to our independence, celebrating our independence this week, have to take a hard look at what we are doing in our own country, because at one hand we are giving people money to be able to do things, and then the other hand, when they are putting up these buildings, we are trying to ask the government to stop it.
There have been claims that some NGOs that came into the country to assist with the Hurricane Dorian efforts have been helping illegal migrants to rebuild. Bannister had this to say.
That's the first time that I've heard that, and I'll certainly raise that with my colleagues, but I don't know of that happening. And certainly if NGOs are not complying with the laws of the Bahamas, appropriate action will be taken.
Post-Hurricane Dorian, Prime Minister the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis ordered a 6-month ban on the construction of new homes in Abaco shantytowns and announced plans to acquire the land comprising the Mud, Pigeon Pea, Sandbank and Farm Road through compulsory acquisition. In 2018, the Supreme Court stopped government's plans to demolish shantytowns in the country after government gave New Providence shantytown residents until August 10, 2018 to clear out. Abaco residents had until July 2019 to leave. Bannister says the issue of clearing shantytowns is still before the courts. Cleopatra Murphy, ZNS Network News.